Please like, subscribe, and turn on notification button to get new story every time I uploaded it.
Part 1 Chapter 1 The Scholar. Zhang Hua is a resident of the cultivation realm, world. Zhang Hua, who was born into a family of state officials in the kingdom of Wei. His parent is the mayor of a small town, Jin, not far from the royal capital. Since childhood, Zhang Hua has had the dream of becoming a high-ranking state official. And because of that, he has studied diligently to acquire the various knowledge needed to become a state official. Although his parents did not force Zhang Hua to become an official, they were very proud of him for his diligence. In addition, although Zhang Hua was not very interested, he was also taught the family's inherited martial arts. Even though it wasn't a high-level skill, it was more than enough to deal with ordinary martial artists. With that knowledge, not many people want to mess with the Zhang Hua family. Therefore, Zhang Hua's parents could become respected mayors. Even though he was forced to, Zhang Hua still studied the martial arts that his family had. That caused no one at Zhang Hua's age to mess with Zhang Hua. Zhang Hua is the third child of 5 siblings. There are 3 girls and 2 boys, including Zhang Hua. The first child and the next 2 children after Zhang Hua were girls. Some of his relatives preferred to become martial artists rather than officials or scholars, and some wanted to become traders. Only Zhang Hua dreams of becoming a government official. However, with Zhang Hua's brothers showing interest in and studying martial arts in earnest, the Zhang Hua family's strength grew. And almost none of the forces in the area around their hometown dared to face the Zhang Hua family. Several times, Zhang Hua's brother and sisters were able to defeat the martial arts schools around the city. From childhood, Zhang Hua studied diligently. His parents also summoned and hired good teachers to teach their children, especially Zhang Hua. At the age of 10, Zhang Hua has mastered the various types of knowledge needed to become a scholar, like people aged 18 or over. At that time, there weren't many teachers who could teach Zhang Hua anymore. Even so, Zhang Hua's parents are still looking for the best teacher who can teach him by using their influence as mayor. At the age of 12, Zhang Hua easily passed the city-level examination to become a scholar, becoming the youngest participant to ever graduate. This caused Zhang Hua to be even more eager to study in order to quickly take the provincial exams. Due to his status as the youngest contestant and being ranked number 8 in his city, Zhang Hua also started getting a salary from the government so that he was no longer a burden to his parents. Zhang Hua should have had the task of teaching at a school in the capital or its surroundings. But because he was too young, the obligation was postponed until Zhang Hua reached the age of 18. To be ranked 8th is a very great honor for the city where Zhang Hua comes from. The Zhang Hua family threw a big party, to which many influential people were invited and congratulated them. 2 years later, after Zhang Hua turns 14, he tries to take the state examination to become a state official. Again, Zhang Hua graduated with honors and was ranked 6th, as well as the youngest participant. With Zhang Hua's graduation, Zhang Hua was appointed as an official of the 10th level, where in that country there are 12 levels of office and the highest level, namely 1, is minister. Because he passed as the youngest participant and also entered the top 10. Apart from being appointed as a state official, Zhang Hua also received prize money of 500 taels of gold. Although Zhang Hua has been regarded as a state official due to his age, he has not been given a real position, but he has been paid according to his rank. This caused his parents, whose father was a level 8 official, to be extremely proud of Zhang Hua. Again, Zhang Hua's family throws a big party to celebrate Zhang Hua's graduation. Zhang Hua's name also became famous, and Zhang Hua was often referred to as the Little Scholar. Zhang Hua studied very hard to try to master the material for the national exam that he wanted to take. His family is very supportive of it. Zhang Hua's salary plus the money from his parents were used to summon several famous teachers from the capital to teach Zhang Hua. The teachers were very impressed by Zhang Hua's diligence and cleverness in capturing the lessons they gave. After 2 years, at the age of 16, Zhang Hua will again take the national level exam to compete for a position at least at level 8. However, the exam is held in the royal capital, so Zhang Hua is escorted by two bodyguards to go to the royal capital. Arriving in the capital, Zhang Hua rented a house on the outskirts of the city to go back to study and prepare for the exam, which was held 2 weeks after Zhang Hua arrived in the capital. Because of his perseverance, Zhang Hua easily cleared his national exams. Zhang Hua again graduated with outstanding grades. Zhang Hua was ranked third in that national exam and was also the youngest examinee. As one of the top 3 champions in the national exam, the emperor gave special prizes to the 3 winners. Zhang Hua earns 10,000 gold taels as well as a rank 5 position. The emperor will also appoint Zhang Hua as head of a prefecture that is relatively far from the capital. Zhang Hua was only allowed to take a month off or say goodbye to his family before returning to the capital to be appointed as the chief prefecture official when he turned 17 years old. And he would completely replace the old official when he turned 18 years old. In fact, the position of head of the prefecture was still under the actual position of Zhang Hua. The prefecture only needed rank 6 or 7 officials. Therefore, several additional incentives were given to Zhang Hua, including being allowed to create local troops. Zhang Hua was also given a number of bodyguards who had quite high knowledge and a small army that would guard him. While Zhang Hua was at home, his parents threw a big party to celebrate Zhang Hua's graduation and promotion to the top state official. Even the head of the prefecture, who was Zhang Hua's parents' boss, came to the party and congratulated Zhang Hua. Zhang Hua also gave half the money he got from the emperor to his parents. On their way back to the capital, Zhang Hua's party was attacked by a gang of robbers that was famous and feared in the country of Wei. Although in that group there were soldiers and bodyguards who possessed quite high skill, especially those given to him by the emperor, as well as bodyguards from his family, Zhang Hua's party was ravaged by the ruthlessness of the band of robbers and their sudden attack. Also, the number far exceeded that of Zhang Hua's entourage. Several troops had fallen victim before Zhang Hua's party was able to stabilize the situation by successfully killing many of the criminals who attacked them. However, both sides are in an equally strong position, and neither side can defeat the other. That was because most of the leaders of the band of thugs had high levels of martial arts knowledge, and even the leaders of the band of robbers had much higher knowledge than Zhang Hua's bodyguards. So it needed several bodyguards who had the highest knowledge to deal with them. Suddenly there was the sound of a bamboo flute, and suddenly the leaders of the robbers had their heads cut off. From a distance, an old man can be seen flying towards the battlefield while playing a bamboo flute. With just the sound of the flute possessing Che, that old geezer was able to behead those pirates. The members of the robbery group became very panicked and tried to escape, but the guards from Zhang Hua's party were able to kill some of the robbers and arrest others. After they defeated the robbers and tied up the survivors, the leader of the bodyguards and Zhang Hua immediately went to see the old geezer. The old man just sat quietly, leaning against a tree by the road. "We express our deepest gratitude to the master swordsman," said the guard leader and Zhang Hua. "I also thank you very much on behalf of the Jin family for helping us in this time of need." Zhang Hua said, "My name is Zhang Hua. I'm just a little warrior who happened to be passing by. My name is Kong Li," said the old man. "Master Kong Li is really humble. We once again say many thanks to the master. Sorry, but may we express our gratitude however small for Master Kong Li's assistance. We apologize once again if this is perceived as impolite," said the leader of the bodyguards while handing him a bag containing 100 taels of gold. "Really, I was just passing by and just helping out a bit. You don't need to be shy. I was actually a bit tired and hungry, so I approached the Lord's convoy. If you don't mind, I'd better get fed and join the convoy, sir, to the nearest town that has lodging," replied the old man while rejecting the bag of gold money. "Fine if Master Kong insists. We are happy that Master Kong wants to come with us. We will rest first while burying the bodies of the victims and processing the robbers we caught. We will soon be cooking food for lunch." Zhang Hua answered, "If I may know where Master Kong is going." "I am going to the city of Taiyang. I heard that a new ruler would be installed there. There is also a pretty good martial arts community there. I want to see the city. Apart from that, I also want to get new insights about cultivation from fellow cultivators," said the old man. "It just so happens that it is I who will be installed as the Lord of Taiyang, Master Kong. I am very happy if Master Kong wants to join our convoy to Taiyang. I will pay for Master Kang's lodging and life while in town, Zhang Hui replied. Oh, what a coincidence. I will trouble you all by coming to Taiwan and living with you all, said the old man. Not at all troublesome, master, replied the guard leader. Suddenly, the old geezer approached Zhang Hui and watched him carefully. Young man, can I speak face to face with you? Said the old man, pointing to a place under a tree not far from that place. Zhang Hui also followed the old man down the tree. When they were under a tree, the old man waved his hand, and suddenly there was no sound from the people around them or other natural sounds. I used my powers to separate us from the natural world around us, the old man explained. Young man, do you know about the world of cultivation? A world similar to the world of martial arts, but we pursue powers beyond human reason and immortality. The old man continued. I often hear about it, although my understanding revolves only around the extraordinary strength of cultivators. Zhang Hui answered. Truly cultivators seek immortality, as if I'm already 5,700 years old, the old man said. The old geezer then explained about the world of cultivation, where the ranks of cultivators were divided into 7 realms starting at 0, which was the realm of martial artists. Realm 1, which is the first realm of the cultivation world, is fundamentally different from the martial arts. Those realms are Qi Gathering, Foundation Establishment, the Golden Core, the Naskin Soul, Soul Transformation, Return to Void, and Tribulation or Mahayana. If one can pass through the tribulation realm and go through the tribulation process, then one becomes a true immortal who never dies. Each level has an average of 10 sub-levels, with 1 to 3 expressed as low, 4 to 6 as middle, 7 to 9 as high, and 10 as perfection. Zhang Hui only listened to the cultivation world's explanation. Did you know, young man, that you have a body that is very suitable for the cultivation world? Your body is that of a human emperor, where cultivation time will be cut by at least 80% compared to others. I have never heard of anyone having a body like that in my life. I only know it from ancient texts that I found in various ancient sites. Said the old man. Don't let others find out, young man. Yes, sir, I'll take your advice into account. Does each realm of cultivation prolong life? Zhang Hui asked. Correct. When a person reaches the first realm alone, his age can increase to over 100 years. If he reaches the second realm, then his age can reach 1,000 years. And if someone can reach the third realm, then his age can reach 5,000 years. If someone can reach the fourth realm like me, then their age can reach 10,000 years. I'm not sure about the one above my realm, but it'll live a long time. In the end, if one is able to pass through the final realm, one can achieve immortality. Answered the old man. If I learn martial arts, can I go through cultivation? I was taught some martial arts that were inherited from the family, although they were not very good. Asked Zhanghua. No, martial arts is only a small part of the cultivation world. The average martial artist cannot pass level 1. As you know, the world of martial arts is divided into 5 levels: beginner, intermediate, master, grandmother, and the highest, heaven rank. However, only the heaven rank actually broke through level 1, that is, the Qi Gathering low level. Therefore, heaven-ranked martial artists have a long life compared to ordinary people. Answered the old man. My martial arts are only at the beginner level. Is that okay? Zhang Hui asked. As I said earlier, the world of cultivation is related but not closely related to the world of martial arts. Sometimes a cultivator only had the basic techniques of martial arts, yet he was able to unleash all the potential of those techniques. Replied the old man. Oh, I see. Very interesting, sir. But don't cultivators, according to stories, have very powerful martial techniques? Zhang Hui asked. That's right, because of their longevity, they are able to seek out and learn advanced martial arts. Many of the cultivators, having spent a long time learning many martial techniques, were eventually able to create their own techniques. In fact, most of the martial techniques we know today came from them. Old Man Kong replied. I see, that means families that possess special martial techniques like mine most likely had a cultivator who created those martial techniques, huh? Zhang Hui said to himself. That's right, young man, that knowledge will become the heritage of that family. The better the knowledge, usually the realm level of the cultivator in that family. is higher because he has time to analyze and refine his technique. Said the old geezer, even many of them at the end of their lives try to hibernate and extend their lives so they can protect their families for a long time. Usually they are able to extend their lives by hibernating for up to 200 years, but they can't do anything during that hibernation. Therefore, they usually fake their deaths. So maybe my great-grandfather is still alive and hibernating to protect our family, huh? But our martial arts techniques aren't that good, meaning that great-grandfather would most likely only be able to reach the lower realms of the cultivation world. Zhang Hua said. Only people who are extremely talented and, or have special bodies are able to reach the high realms, young man. For example, even though I was declared talented before, in reality it was very difficult for me to advance from the realm of my realm, the Nascan soul, or the fourth realm. Old man Kong said. Oh, is it true that the higher the realm, the harder it is to learn or achieve? Zhang Hua asked. That's right, young man. It took me over 2,000 years to progress from one realm to the current fourth realm. Kong Li replied. Although it takes a long time to train to ascend a realm, we also have a long time to do so. If we can quickly reach a high enough level, then it will be as if our time will never end. Zhang Hua said. That's right. Will you become my student, and we will go on the journey to immortality together? Asked the old man. Even though I can only reach the golden core realm, I can at least guide you on your journey to immortality. I dream of becoming a state official and serve this country. Will such a trip interfere with my dream? Zhang Hua asked. Of course not. With the cultivation ability obtained from the human emperor's body, the two things could be done together. They even support each other, because, with a high realm level, you can protect this country from its enemies. As far as I know, there are no cultivators above the golden core realm in this country. If you can surpass it, then you can protect this entire country, replied the old man. May I think for a moment? Zhang Hua said. Okay, you can think first, but let me remind you that I always go on adventures around the world. If I leave, then it is unlikely that we will meet again, said the old man. Zhang Hua sat down under a tree while waiting for the guards to finish off the bandits and reorganize the convoy. He was accompanied by the old geezer, and they talked about matters of cultivation and martial arts. In the end, Zhang Hua decided that he wanted to become a cultivator. It's just that he is now a state official, while the old man is a wanderer. I want to become a cultivator, master. But right now I am a state official, whereas you are an adventurer. How can you teach me? Asked Zhang Hua. I will accompany you for a few years before I resume my wanderings, replied the grandfather. Will I be able to become a cultivator in a few years' time? Zhang Hua asked. It all depends on your talent and persistence. If you have one of them, then at least in a few years you will have reached the first realm. If you have both, you might be able to reach the second realm, or at least get close. But if you are like me when you first studied and don't have a strong talent and are still busy with other matters, then at least you have the foundation to be able to break through the first realm in the future, answered the old man. Well, at least in the future I can become a cultivator, because for this moment I want to become an official. Zhang Hua said. Don't worry about it. By having the body of a human emperor, you will definitely be able to pass through the first realm while I am still by your side, said the old man. Just focus your attention on being a good official for now. We can practice at leisure. There will definitely come a time when your realm will stabilize enough and you can concentrate a bit more on practicing cultivation and martial arts. Yes, master, I will follow the master's word, Zhang Hua said. Zhang Hua also performs the ritual to become the old man's disciple, Kong Li. By carrying out this ritual, Zhang Hua officially became a student of Kong Li, and the successor to all the knowledge possessed by Kong Li. After that, the two returned to the group, and after a while, they continued their journey. Kong Li went with them, and after they stayed for a while in the capital, they went to the city of Taiwan. After arriving in Taiwan, the old man, Kong Li, was given a place to live in the government complex. Even though Zhang Hua is very serious about becoming an official in Taiwan, he doesn't forget to train every day to quickly reach the first realm. With that, Zhang Hua started his long journey to immortality. End of Part 1, Chapter 1.